Well, I'm Chris from band ICONICIDE. Been doing band now for a little over 32 years, and a bit too stupid to stop. I died in '93, got 18 inches worth of skull fracture, you know, as a reward for living down in Flatbush and being a white person in my neighborhood. Yay! But anyway, I got a new book out. It's called Notes from the Exploding Library. It's part autobiography, part murder mystery, part children's book, part short story anthology, part comic book. And I'm going to read a little bit of the autobiographical portion of that book called An Exploded Life. And these are all true, it's all happened to me. This first segment is dedicated to an old friend of mine who was kept secret from me by my brother who was in the school band with him. His name was Mario Rienzo, and he died of cancer in 2017. Anyway, Mario later told me of a ritual conducted by the second grade boys in which they would go down the list of all boys in the first grade, take them one by one into the bathroom, and force them to fellate every single boy in the second grade class. The punishment for a substandard service was a sound beating. The punishment for outright refusal was worse. Once, when Mario had entered the bathroom, he walked in on my brother midway through sucking off dozens of boys a year older than he. Terrified he had been discovered, he pleaded, "Don't tell teacher," and kept on sucking. Mario told no one, but one night beat an older boy half to death on a playground with a bike chain whom he had just heard laughingly brag to his classmates of sodomizing a younger boy. This is in PS 81 on the borderline of Brooklyn and Queens, by the way, around near the Ridgewood area. For my part, I had never been approached in this manner until one lunchtime recess on the last week of school. I found myself surrounded by an angry, prepubescent mob seeking retribution. Somehow, they had only just now gotten to me, and they knew their time was short. They would not explain why. However, they made it clear to me that I was to meet them there on the schoolyard at 3:10 p.m. so that they could beat me to death. Or that's what they said. I had no reason to doubt them. And I'd better be there on time, or they would track me down. It had been a mistake. I had eluded them thus far. That afternoon, I made sure I was at the proper place at the appointed time. I may have been 5 minutes early. I had no thoughts of escape, nor did I fear what would happen. I just knew that it would. Neither did it occur to me that I should tell anyone. I'm pretty sure I showed up when I did because I knew being beaten up by so many older boys would take time. And that showing up late at home meant I would risk getting beaten again by my father. 5 minutes passed, then 10, then 15. Honestly, I was disappointed. It looked like they weren't coming. So I showed them my shoulders, and went home. A day or two later, I was leaving the school when a group of half a dozen older boys approached me. One of them walked up to me and said, "Hey kid, we're supposed to be up today. Your name is Johnny, right?" I replied that it wasn't, and began walking away. They followed. "Okay, it's Tony, right? We're gonna beat you up." "No," I responded truthfully, "it's not Tony." One after another, they went down the list, rattling off the names of any first-grade boys they'd either not been fellated by or not punished for the omission. But they never got my name right. Hey, if they'd stumbled on my proper name, I would have taken my beating, whatever the reason. I wasn't stupid. Walk in the rain and get wet. But try as they might, They could not come up with the right name. After 3 or 4 blocks, they stopped following me. Only then did I begin to walk faster. I had no idea how long this had taken, but I was not about to arrive home late. If indeed I did arrive late, and I'm certain I did, no one noticed, or at least they didn't say anything. And so I avoided 2 beatings on that day.